welcome to the Tristen Law Show. If it's your first time here, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. I'm Tristen Law. Thanks so much for joining me for today's episode. Today's episode is about a man who's been in the WWE for over a decade. You know, part of one of the greatest tag teams of all times, but something has changed. This isn't the same goofy trumpet playing fun-loving guy from the New Day. Not the guy that we've come to know. This is a man, Xavier Woods, who is fed up. Fed up with being overlooked, passed over, stuck in the background while his brothers Kofi Kingston and Big E have gone on to win world titles. What has he really done? The question is, has Xavier Woods finally reached his breaking point? Is the fun games over for Xavier Woods? Is it time for Kofi to wake up before it's too late? That's what we'll be looking at today on today's episode of the Tristen Law Show. We're going to break down exactly why Xavier Woods' change in attitude makes perfect sense, why Kofi needs to get with the program, and what this could mean for the future of the New Day and the WWE itself. So stick around because this episode is about to get real. Xavier Woods joined the WWE in 2010. He signed a developmental deal with Florida Championship Wrestling. They were the precursor to what we know today as NXT. When WWE rebranded to Florida Championship, when they rebranded Florida Championship Wrestling to NXT, he adopted a 90s fanboy gimmick. So he was like really into Power Rangers and everything else like that, Dragon Ball Z. But he dropped that gimmick, that character, slightly when he went up to the main roster. Xavier made his debut, though, teaming with R-Truth, defeating Drew McIntyre and Jinder Mahal on Raw. And his first WrestleMania, in WrestleMania 30, he competed against Andre. He competed in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, and he lost. So far, his career is not really off to such a good start, you know? He's searching for his character, for who he was. So pretty much, Xavier Woods dreamt up the New Day because what he wanted more time on the TV. You know, there goes the Xavier Woods on the left with Kofi Kingston in the middle and Big E on the right. Big E, they all felt like just something was just like missing when it comes to their character. Big E at the time was a 4-time Intercontinental Champion, and Kofi Kingston was a 3-time Intercontinental Champion and a United States Champion. They were all at a low point in their career at the time. They were just looking for someplace to go. So the New Day, they got created and they went on to win 14 tag team championships between the whole group. They have what's called the New Day rule, and with the New Day rule, pretty much anybody in the group could, you know, put on the Intercontinental Championship. But as a solo act, as a group, they've been like the 50, they were number 50 greatest tag team champions in the WWE of all time. But as a solo act, they went on to do some great things. Like under the New Day banner, Kofi has went on to be the WWE champion. He won that championship at WrestleMania 35, and you can see Xavier Woods there holding on to the leg of Kofi Kingston and using his leg as something to dry his eyes because he's happy because of Kofi Mania. I'm not going to cry. I was in that audience crying that day. You know, I felt it. I felt it in my heart. I definitely felt it in my heart. I was in there crying. I was boo-hooing in MetLife Stadium because I felt that. Okay? And not only did Kofi Kingston go on to win the WWE Championship, Big E as well too. Look at that. And look who's there to hype their man up. The only person to hype their man up is Xavier Woods. He's legitimate happy for his people. You know, did Xavier Woods get a little bit of success being a single? Yeah, he got a little bit of success. I'll show it to you right here. He's the 2021 WWE King of the Ring. And although King of the Ring these days is something real cool where you get to challenge the world champion or the WWE champion on the men's or women's division, back then when you were the King of the Ring, you were just the king. You just ran around in your cape and your scepter and your crown, and, you know, look at him. He had his hype man, he had his crown. That's what he had. Xavier Woods had said that is something that was a dream of his. And I feel like that's a cop-out. That's something that was only a dream of his because he wasn't getting the full accolades like his brother. So, you know what? Maybe it was something that was better than nothing. So what did King of the Ring get him? Nothing. King of the Ring got Xavier Woods, nothing. Let's talk a little bit more about the other members of the New Day, okay? Kofi was ranked number 4 out of 500 in the 2019 PWI 500. For those of you that don't know, PWI 500, Pro Wrestling Illustrated, they ranked the top 500 wrestlers in the world. And Kofi Kingston was rated number 4 out of 500, okay? Big E in 2022 was ranked number 9 out of 500. The highest that Xavier Woods ever got, he made the list in 2016, but he was 58. He was number 58. Big E and Kofi Kingston broke the top 10 while Xavier Woods couldn't even break the top 50. Big E is currently sidelined with a possible career-ending injury, and right now Kofi and Xavier Woods, they're back to square one. They're likely where they were before the New Day started. They're at a low point in their career. They're trying to find who they are. And, you know, right now, Big E, he can retire as a decorated WWE superstar, and so could Kofi Kingston. But what about Xavier Woods? I'm telling you, something is missing. Something is missing. I'll tell you what's missing. If you're watching this live right now, go ahead and put a message in the chat. If you're watching this on demand later on, put a message in the chat. Let's see what we have in the chat here. Tiana said she will join us in a bit. All right, good. We'll be right here waiting for you, Tiana. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being a good friend and jumping into the chat and participating. Thanks for being a wrestling fan. Hey, hope we'll meet up at SummerSlam in MetLife if you come through. Yeah, I'm going to MetLife. So Xavier Woods has had what some would call a change in attitude, right? But I call it refocusing. He and Kofi appear to be falling out on WWE television. Woods is upset, and rightfully so. Right? Today we're going to look into the reason why he's been upset, and we're going to justify why Xavier Woods has reached his breaking point. Although the New Day has done very well for themselves, Xavier Woods has always been the hype man, the sidekick, while Big E and Kofi Kingston went on to win big championships, big gold, big accolades. Everybody wants to be WWE champion. Don't fall for the okie doke. Okay, we all want to be pro wrestlers because we want to be the WWE champion. It's not because we don't want to be Intercontinental champion. That's nice, but we all want to be WWE champion. You know why? Because when you're WWE champion, you make that big money. You end up on the cereal boxes, okay? When you become King of the Ring, what do you get? Nothing. Nothing. You get a crown. You get a crown. Who cares about the crown, right? Xavier Woods and the New Day, they were the comedic act, and they got awarded very well with the money and merch because they won over the love of the fans. Every wrestler, like I said, wants to win the Intercontinental Championship and the WWE Championship. And Kofi and Big E have done both. And Xavier Woods, he's just in the background as +1. Xavier Woods was just a funny guy who played the trumpet. Woods wants his moment. King of the Ring is nice, but championship gold is better. Look, like I mentioned before, the King of the Ring is different because you got a title shot at the WWE champion or the world champion today, but back then you got nothing. Cape, crown, scepter, and a kick in the ass. That's all you got. If you ask me, I think Xavier Woods is just a good wrestler, if not better than Kofi, Kingston, and Big E. Xavier Woods has the same exact tenure in pro wrestling as Kofi Kingston, but he has not gotten his fair shake. Xavier Woods has gotten the opportunity to brand his YouTube channel with the WWE, host video game related TV shows, but where is his singles gold? Big E is on the shelf, like I said, so Kofi and Xavier are keeping the New Day strong. Xavier and Kofi, they won the NXT Tag Team Championships, and they held them for only 56 days. December 2022 to February 2023. Other than that, they're dry. They're dry. They can't win no gold. They can't do nothing. They're no good. They're looking almost useless, washed up, burned out, bums. That's what they're looking like. Xavier Woods, he's probably, at this point, he's tired of dancing around. He's tired of playing the damn trumpet, and he's tired of being goofy. What has Goofy got to him? Just a background character with his friends, holding single goal while he got to watch? Yeah, he's happy for them. I don't think he's a hater. I don't think he's a hater at all. But he just wants to be as good as his friends. You know what they say. It's not fun if all the homeboys can't get none. And Xavier Woods ain't getting none. Xavier Woods has figured out that being goofy isn't getting him nowhere. And he's getting serious. He's getting serious about himself. And he's focusing on winning the gold. However, Kofi still wants to be goofy and doesn't want to get with the program. Everyone expects tag teams to break up and turn on each other. And I would say Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty are to blame. That's who we have right here. Shawn Michaels, WWE Hall of Famer, the big boss at NXT right now. You know, because those two were the ones, I guess, that kicked it off in the late 80s, early 90s into breaking up tag teams. Everybody just thinks that tag teams are supposed to break up, that they just can't get, singles gold together as a tag team. Because you're a tag team, you're like pigeonholed in just being a tag team. You can't do nothing else. However, due to a difference in opinions, Xavier Woods is trying to get Kofi Kingston on board. Look, he wants his man on board, right? He wants his man to be there to lift him up when he wins the WWE Championship or the World Heavyweight Championship. That's what he wants, okay? Xavier is being overlooked in every single aspect of the New Day. Yeah, he's entertaining. Yeah, he's funny. But he's also talented in the ring. He wants his fair shake. This has led to a more serious demeanor because how much longer can he wrestle? I think Xavier Woods and I, we're about the same age. So Xavier Woods is anywhere from 30 to 41. He's in there. Either give a year or two around me. That's how old Xavier Woods is. You know what? He might even be older. I don't know. But how much longer can he wrestle? Right now, the New Day is floundering as a group, and they're definitely floundering as a solo act. He even tried bringing, he being Kofi Kingston, he tried bringing Odyssey Jones into the whole entire deal, right? To replace Big E. He brought Odyssey Jones, another wrestler, another black guy, another brother, big guy like Big E, real strong, could probably pick up the whole entire village and press him over his head, right? But he didn't get Xavier Woods' approval. Granted, the New Day is now back at being a duo with Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, but Xavier Woods is getting frustrated not only with himself for allowing himself to be a joke for so long, but Kofi Kingston for not seeing that Woods wants to make his mark too. Xavier Woods wants Kofi to clue him in on what's happening in the New Day. Kofi has been making decisions because he doesn't feel confident without Big E being active in the New Day. Who is their muscle? They don't have that muscle. Look, in Xavier Woods' long career in pro wrestling, he's always been the babyface, especially in the WWE. Fun and games were his way. Let me show you this. The New Day once came out of a cereal box at WrestleMania 32, and their colors were so fan-friendly. Look at them. Look at them. It's a cereal box. They were dancing. The name of the cereal is called Booty-O's, right? Oh, yeah, that's so funny. We're going to make butt jokes. But look where butt jokes has gotten Xavier Woods. You're the hype man. You're the Flavor Flav of the New Day. Who wants to be the Flavor Flav of the New Day, right? Look at Digital Underground. Look at Tupac, one of the best names ever, right? New Day has two Tupacs, right? They got Kofi Kingston, they got Big E as the Tupac. But what about Xavier Woods? Nobody wants to be Flavor Flav, man. Flavor Flav don't make Tupac money. Kofi Kingston and Big E are making money. And Xavier Woods wants some of that too. He got a family. Xavier Woods is choosing to change his demeanor and focus on what matters most, winning more gold as a singles. But as a group, the New Day hasn't won Raw or SmackDown gold in quite some time. The attitude change is a step away from the fun and games that it's old at this point. It's played out. And Xavier Woods, he wants to refresh that image. And he wants to do it with his friend next to him, But nah, Kofi ain't paying attention. Kofi doing other things other than paying attention to what he's supposed to be doing, right? Xavier Woods is going to come to a point where he might have to do it alone. Because Kofi still wants to key. He still wants to have a great time. He wants to put his neck out and go help people. Kofi needs to get with the program because you know what? Key could only get you so far. Yeah, go ahead and key with everybody. And watch Xavier Woods go ahead and leave you in the dust. Because you know what? I got to simmer down just a little bit. One of the things that I looked at when I saw Xavier Woods a couple of weeks ago, he was wrestling Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio is a masked luchador, the father of Dominic Mysterio, very decorated, in luchador wrestler, Mexican wrestler in the United States. Look at this. In that match, Xavier Woods took the mask off of the face of Rey Mysterio. Was it an accident? Did he mean to do it? You look at his face. You tell me. You tell me. Maybe a little bit shocked. Maybe a little bit shocked that the mask slipped off his head. But I tell you what happened. Xavier Woods quickly capitalized on what happened on Rey Mysterio blocking his face. Because the luchador never shows their face. It's like Batman revealing his true identity. Xavier Woods took advantage of that situation and rolled him up and got the quick 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. He won the match. And then there's a little bit of drought. Let's talk about the mask for a little bit. Because I know there might be some people who don't really understand the luchador mask. Let's talk to you. A luchador's mask is very important to them. That's like cutting off their dominant hand when you take their mask. That's like Superman. Everybody knows that Superman is Clark Kent. And the only thing that made Superman different from Clark Kent was the little curl and the glasses. I don't know why anybody couldn't figure it out, or maybe they always knew all along. Taking off the mask of a luchador is big business. It's not something that you just do. Luchadors put their masks on the line and have mask versus mask matches where the loser has to take off their mask and walk around barefaced. Some people say only ugly people hide behind a mask. I don't know. I'm not judging them, but I'm trying to drill home the point of how important the mask was. So instead of being a nice guy and putting the mask back on his face, what Xavier Woods did was capitalize on the win. Xavier Woods has walked off on Kofi Kingston, and he would and would even let Kofi Kingston come to the ring by himself. Xavier, he did have Kofi's back, though, whenever Kofi needed help. Whenever Kofi needs help, because that's still his man, right? Sometimes as friends, you go through a rift to, we don't really see eye to eye right now. But you know what? You're still my man. You're still my man. You're still my homie. But I just can't mess with you right now. We just need a timeout. I got a friend, a really good friend, Greg. And we went through that same exact thing. Like, you know what, bro? Right now, we're going through a change in life. He was becoming a father again, and I was becoming a father for the first time. So it's like, you know what? We're kind of have to take 2 steps back, but now we're like thick as thieves again. So maybe that's what's going to happen. Xavier Woods can be seen in the background, bigging up his friends. Big E when Big E won the WWE Championship. Bigging up his friends when Kofi Kingston won the WWE Championship. But maybe there's a little bit of jealousy in the background, right? It's natural. It's natural to be jealous. Maybe maybe Kofi Kingston is looking, not Kofi Kingston, I can't even talk. I'm so wound up in this. Maybe Xavier Woods was looking at them and saying, so why not me? Anybody would say that, right? Because if both of your mans is winning championships, the question you're asking yourself is, why not me? Why not Xavier Woods? Oh, because they're running around keying, jumping out of cereal boxes, talking about booty jokes. Huh? Look what that's gotten them. There could be a little bit of hate, though, in the blood of Xavier Woods. He could be drinking the haterade, and rightfully so. However, if he channels the hate, him and the New Day could do some big things because you know what? He just wants to be great, too. Xavier Woods walked off on Kofi Kingston. Why? Because he's gotten fed up. Excuse me for what I'm about to say. Cover your kids' ears. If you at work, just mute the volume for a second. Xavier Woods is tired of the bullshit. He's tired of the losing streak and he wants a change. The people don't really react to the New Day the same way they used to. Yeah, last night on Raw, they got a good little reaction. But you know what? I think that Xavier Woods realized it well ahead. Kofi Kingston hasn't realized it. But why not? Maybe because he had to keep keen with everybody? Maybe that's what's crawled up Xavier Woods' butt and wiggled around inside of his butt cheeks, right? Okay, now I'm making butt jokes, okay? Look where that's going to get me. I don't know. Kicked off of YouTube? Hopefully not. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, they both all agreed that Xavier Woods is the quarterback and Kofi will just run the play. Woods feels some kind of way that the LWO, the group that is ran by Rey Mysterio, was ringside, protecting the New Day, watching their back, and Xavier Woods had no idea. Yo, why the left hand don't know what the right hand is doing? If I'm the quarterback and I'm the boss, I'm the one that's running the show, how I don't know this information ahead of time, huh? This is something that I should know, but I don't know it. Kofi, what are you doing? Talk to your man, clue your man in. It's not that hard. Woods feels some kind of way. And Kofi wants to help everybody, but he don't want to help the team. If you're watching this right now, go ahead and subscribe and give me a like if you like what I'm doing. We do episodes every Tuesday and Fridays right here on YouTube. We do them live. And also do some short form content as well too on Instagram and TikTok and right here on YouTube. So go ahead and hit that subscribe and that share. Let everybody know what's happening today on the Tristen Law Show. The New Day could have won Tag Team Gold a couple weeks ago. But let me tell you this. The old way is not working. Change needs to happen. And Kofi's not seeing the vision yet. Kofi, where your glasses at, bruh? Look, clean off your glasses, Kofi, so you can see what's going on, okay? Xavier Woods is the leader of the New Day. If he didn't put the team together, maybe Kofi Kingston and Big E wouldn't be in the WWE anymore. Maybe they wouldn't have gotten that opportunity that they've been looking for. Maybe they would have been wrestling for TNA. Kofi Kingston and Big E have never wrestled for any other big mainstream pro wrestling company in America. Never. Xavier Woods has. He's wrestled for New Japan Pro Wrestling. He's wrestled for TNA. So he had to go out and cut his teeth in order to come to the WWE and make a name for himself. While Big E and Kofi Kingston just waltzed in and they go, "Oh, good day, sir. What would you like? Would you like a WWE championship? Here you go." And Xavier Woods has got nothing. Look at what happened when Kofi Kingston lost his belt to the WWE championship to Brock Lesnar. Anybody in their right mind would have went for a rematch. But Kofi ran while he still had his ass. Because he wanted to kiki. He wanted to kiki. He wanted to have fun. He wanted to laugh. He wanted to make booty jokes. That's what he wanted to do. If the New Day had a change of mindset like Xavier Woods has now, maybe Roman Reigns wouldn't have been the champion for so long. Boom, mic drop. You didn't expect me to say that one, did you? It's all possible if you go back and start watching WWE from 2019 into the pandemic era. Maybe if Kofi Kingston had went back for that belt and he had used the New Day with the new change of mindset, maybe Kofi Kingston would still be WWE champion today. Brock Lesnar wouldn't have had been this monster that Roman Reigns would have had to slay. How about this? WrestleMania 40 could have had a main event with Cody Rhodes and Kofi Kingston. You never know. You never know. Kofi's mindset ain't working for him. Not at all. Kofi has had solo accolades, and you know what? Maybe he's complacent. He's just happy. He's happy. He's been what? Multi-time United States champion. We're talking about Kofi Kingston. Multi-time Intercontinental champion. He's won the tag team championship more times than Jesus had disciples. He can retire right now. He's been WWE champion. He can retire right now. And he's complacent. He's okay. Xavier Woods is not okay with that. Because all he's gotten, yeah, he's won tag team gold. Yeah, that's nice. But all he's gotten, the only singles accolade Xavier Woods has won in the WWE, King of the Ring, 2021. Let me see if I can find that picture for you again. King of the Ring, 2021, right? Looks real nice, right? Kofi can change his mindset, though, and go get his championship back from Cody Rhodes or whoever is the champion when Kofi finally gets it together. Kofi, check yo Kofi. Go get your belt back, bruh. Let me tell you what needs to happen. Kofi needs to start trusting Xavier Woods. Maybe Big E needs to come back in some kind of aspect since he can't wrestle. Maybe he could just be the glue between the three. Maybe that's what he was. He was the glue between the three. Kofi needs to ditch everyone else who is in the New Day and stop trying to replace Big E and trust in the process. He needs to stop wasting time and focusing and then watch the wins come in. Instead of Kofi worrying about Woods ripping off Rey Mysterio's mask, he was telling Kofi Kingston was telling Xavier Woods how that was not such a good thing. What Kofi Kingston should have said was like, yo, bro, you got the win. And if Kofi Kingston was to get on the same page, maybe he can get some wins too. You just don't know. Subscribe to the Tristen Law Show. Please do. It's a compliment. Lets me know that I'm doing a good job. I take it as a compliment. I appreciate you hanging out, whether you're watching this live or on demand. Don't worry, I'm about to wrap this up. I'm about to bring this home in just a little bit because I'm justifying why Xavier Woods feels the way he feels. With the change of attitude, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods could be a tag team to be reckoned with. They've beaten credible tag teams before, and they have stood against big foes. Kofi, he needs to get with the program, and they get a couple of big wins under their belt to build their confidence. Let me tell you, Kofi and Xavier, if you're watching, you can do it. You sure can. They can win that tag team gold, and they can win singles titles too. Woods went after the Intercontinental title, and what happened? He fell short. He's getting frustrated, and he's in his bag of feelings. Yes, I said it. Xavier Woods is getting frustrated, and he's in his bag of feelings, and it's not going well for him. Again, together as a team, the New Day has held the tag team championships 14 times, and that last run as NXT tag team champion, golly, it was shorter than a walk from here to there. Here's what needs to happen. They need to abandon the fun and games and tap into that heel side. The fans are not really cheering for them anymore. There should be no big deal worrying about the fans and the fanfare because, you know what? The fans aren't as loud as they used to be for the New Day. Everyone thought the New Day was going to fail when they started. Just 3 mid-card wrestlers strung together to keep their jobs while they find their way in the Shark Tank of the WWE. But quickly, everyone changed their tune. Today, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, they need to change their tune together 10 years later and win some matches and get some more gold around their belt. Take the heel route. Everyone will be so shocked that they can capitalize and win just like Xavier Woods did against Rey Mysterio. But what's next for Xavier Woods and Kofi? Let's talk about that for a little bit. This will lead to the New Day winning more tag team gold and holding on to it longer, and Woods going for some singles gold. Who says that you can't be a tag team champion and an Intercontinental or WWE champion at the same time, huh? With the new stakes in the King of the Ring, Kofi Kingston could win next year, and he could become a main event champion. Fans love heels these days and may embrace this change. The fans will get with the program too, and the New Day will be great. Let me drink some water because I'm about to go in like Lil Wayne. Make sure y'all subscribe, okay? The subscription is important. That's my compliment. When you subscribe, I say thank you. Look, let's get one thing straight. Xavier Woods is done being the funny man. He's tired of being the sidekick. He's tired of being the trumpet player, the guy who dances around while Kofi and Biggie hold on to the singles gold. Xavier Woods has been in the WWE for over a decade, and while he has built an incredible legacy with the New Day, it is clear as day, that it is not enough for him anymore. Xavier sees the writing on the wall. He watched his brothers in the New Day break through, get those WWE championship moments, and stand tall as individuals, while he's been left in the shadows. King of the Ring, that was supposed to be his crowning achievement. See what I did there? But what did it do for him? Nothing. Nada. No title shot, no singles gold, just a cape, a crown, and more booty jokes. Woods has every right to be frustrated. He is just as good as Kofi and Biggie, and he's been overlooked, passed over, and it's starting to get to him. He's realized that playing the goofy guy isn't going to get him anywhere anymore. The fans don't react the same way that they used to. The New Day the New Day magic has faded, and Woods is ready to evolve. Not only is he ready to evolve, he's ready to fight. And Kofi needs to wake up. He needs to stop living in the past and realize that the fun and games aren't cutting it anymore. No. When Kofi lost the WWE Championship to Brock Lesnar, did he fight for a rematch? Did he get serious and reclaim his spot? Nope. He ran off to keep making people laugh while Woods was grinding, fighting for his own personal moment. And Woods has had enough. He's trying to get Kofi on board. He's trying to show him the way forward. No more dancing, no more cereal, and no more booty jokes. Just winning. Kofi has to get with the program. Because if he doesn't, Woods is going to have to do it alone. He's walking off because he's tired of being stuck in the background. He's ready to tear through the tag team division and win some singles gold. And if Kofi can't see that, Kofi's going to be left in the background. This is the new Xavier Woods. He's serious. He's focused. And he's hungry. This is not about turning on Kofi. This is about turning up the heat and reminding everybody just how damn good Xavier Woods is. The New Day was a force to be reckoned with, but a more aggressive and serious version of the New Day is going to be ruthless. No more fun, no more games, just wins, just gold. Xavier Woods has reached his breaking point, and Kofi Kingston doesn't get on board, it's going to be too late. Because Woods, he's not waiting any time. It's his time now. And that's why Xavier Woods is reaching his breaking point and has a change in attitude. Thank you so much for joining me today on the Tristen Law Show. The next episode is Friday at noon, and I'll be looking at the top 10 Intercontinental Champions of the 80s. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you like what I did. My name is Tristen Law. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.